Welcome to Real at Midnight, a podcast where we uncork and unwind. I'm Jessica.
I'm Pa Houa.
And I'm Gao. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode with us. Today, our choice of wine is Ramos Pinto. It is the Porto Ruby flavor. It is a starter wine, a dessert wine, and our favorite, the highest content of alcohol.
Woo!
So to kind of kick things off, how was everyone's week? Did you guys do anything fun or anything new?
Nothing too exciting this week. I think I'm just ready for the weekend. It's been a long week for me.
Yeah, why is that?
Yeah. How was work? Why was it a long week?
I don't know. I think it's just being tired. Like, there's been a few times driving to work and driving back home where I I was falling asleep during my drive.
That's not good.
Oh my gosh, that's not good.
That's
or
dangerous.
Yeah. I think, was it just this week or was it last week where I used teacher's toothbrush? I think it was last week, huh? Or
I don't
this
remember.
week?
I think it was last week you told us that you did that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It felt like a while ago.
Yeah.
That's gross.
That is gross.
Yeah,
I
would
don't know what
never do that.
happened. I don't know what happened, but
Do you guys have the same kind of toothbrush? Is that
yeah, his is blue and then mine is pink. And
Wow, that's just a big color difference.
I don't know what happened. I think I was just so tired because teacher woke me up at 2. I went to sleep already, and then teacher came into the room and woke me up at 2 a.m. and we started talking about fishing.
What the heck?
Oh my goodness.
Is that important?
I don't know. I guess
You don't remember?
No, it's because he wanted to. Because before I went to sleep, we talked about renting an Airbnb so he can do more fishing when it's warmer for bass opener. And I told him that maybe we shouldn't go because we can save that money and we can do something else with that money. And so I said that to him and I went to sleep. And then I think a few hours he came to bed and he was like, "Baby, I thought about what you said and I agree with you." And so
At
that time.
Yeah, at that time.
yeah, well, it was cute though because I heard him come in and then he came and snuggled up to me and he whispered into my ear, "I love you so much, baby." And I woke up and I was like, "I heard what you said." And then he was like, "Oh, so you were fake sleeping?" And I was like, "Yeah, but yeah, but I think that morning I woke up and I don't know, I guess I was just really tired and I used his toothbrush and it was disgusting.
Did you realize?
I realized that after I was done brushing my teeth.
Oh, did you go in with your toothbrush or you're like, I gotta go to work?
I gotta go to work.
As long as your teeth are brushed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, I got to work and I told my boss and they kind of knew or got the feeling that I was disgusted by it. And he told his wife. His wife's name is Sandra. And he's like, "Yeah, Sandra and I, we're worried about you and teacher because do you guys kiss at all? Why are you so disgusted?"
Okay, see, I was gonna say that. I was like, why is it so weird? Because I think it's disgusting to share a toothbrush with TK too. But then we kiss.
Yeah.
It's like, is it similar?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said you guys share the same germs now.
But about the same time, I'm not using my tongue to,
Right.
clean his teeth.
Yeah. But
For other things, though.
Gao, do you guys share a toothbrush?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. We have very different toothbrush, too.
oh,
So,
good.
I know which one's mine.
Same. I think I told you too. I don't even like sharing my towel with TK.
Yeah.
He just be wiping too much. I need my own towel.
Yeah, I couldn't share a towel with my significant other, too.
Yeah. After you see what they use it for. How about you, Pa Houa? How was your week?
My week's been fine. Nothing crazy. I mean, I guess I could announce it here, but today was my last day at work. It's still so weird to say and still feels so surreal, but I did turn in my 4 weeks. And so I'm just going to take a little break from my 8 to 4 job, do something else, do some exploring. Mm-hmm. I know one of my coworkers was telling me about some like free online courses I could take to kind of venture into other fields and see if I want to do anything over there. But I think I'm just going to take this little break, do some exploring, take care of myself, and just kind of relax. I feel like I'm still in my 20s. This is the time to really take chances, take some risks, do something different. So yeah, that was my last day. Still doesn't feel real yet. I think when Monday comes, I think that's when it'll hit me.
Yeah.
That, oh my gosh, I'm unemployed right now.
It's exciting though.
I know. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for you. Can't wait to see all the things you'll come up with.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Thank you.
Now you have to remember to turn off all your alarms.
I know.
Did you do that already?
Not yet, but I will.
Or keep them on so you can wake up.
I'll turn them off.
I'm sure PK will be your alarm clock too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm his alarm clock every morning because he works from home.
That's true.
So then when I wake up, that's when he gets up to go clock in.
That'd be nice for you two to spend more time together that way too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was my week. What about you, Gao? How's your week going?
It's going okay. I don't remember what happened earlier in the week, but the past couple of days I've been trying to do glass etching. So I've been trying to come up with templates on the Cricut machine and then putting them on wine glasses to etch. But I've been unsuccessful the past couple of days. And it's driving me crazy because you know how wine glasses, there's a curvature on it? Mm-hmm. And so to put something flat on it, it doesn't go on there evenly. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of overlap or a lot of material that just ends up sticking up. And I can't figure out how to get it to lay flat. And I feel like I'm just going insane because you know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just what's been happening. But I've been trying to like make my design smaller. That still doesn't work. And then when I actually got one of my designs to work, the etching didn't work. And so it was like one fail after another. And so I just got to a point where I'm just gonna like scrap this idea and maybe not even continue anymore, but we'll see. I have all the materials to keep doing it. But maybe I just don't have the right glass, or maybe I'll just try a more even surface next and then try a curved glass afterwards.
Are there YouTube videos that you can watch to see if they have any tips or tricks on how to do that on curved surfaces?
Yeah, I've been watching so many of them and they all have been successful and I haven't. And I've seen this one lady post on Facebook of her etch on curved glasses, like wine glasses too. And it turned out really nice. When I asked her, she said that it was an etch design and she did it all. Maybe I should have asked her how she did it, but I really want to figure out how to do it because I've been thinking about like maybe doing long designs on glasses and then selling them later on, but it hasn't been working out, which is irritating me because I don't know, it's supposed to work, but for some reason it isn't. I guess I'll just have to keep trying.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get it. You always gotta fail first before you can succeed, right?
I know.
Whatever that
That's
saying
so
is.
Yeah. So
Have you been trying it over and over on the same glass, or are you trying in a different kinds of glass?
Well, the first time I tried etching, I did it on these small shot glasses, and it turned out okay. It was kind of blotchy at first, and then I had a difficult time getting the stencil on as well, just because shot glasses are so tiny, and then your design has to be smaller than that too. And then because of the curvature of it, the words and the letters kind of tilt, so it's not really straight. And so trying to figure out how to make it straight and then how to etch it so that it looks smooth instead of blotchy. when I first tried it, it turned out okay, and then it got a little bit better. So then I wanted to do it on wine glasses. So then when I went to Marshall's earlier on this week, I bought some wine glasses to try on, but it didn't work out today. So I don't know.
Maybe it's the surface of the cup. Does that matter? Like the thickness of the glass, or I don't know.
It does. I know the etching cream that I use doesn't work on some Pyrex glass. It doesn't work on plastic either. I'm pretty sure it's glass that I'm using.
Keep trying.
I know. Maybe I gotta try different wine glass too. Might just be the material too. There's a lot of factors with it. But yeah, maybe I'll try again this weekend if I have more time.
Yeah, let us know how it goes. Because I remember you showing us the video of the little shot cup, and it looked really cute.
Yeah. So I want to do something with that and do a little side gig, but I just gotta figure out how to get it started. So for today's episode, we wanted to keep things light and fun, so we're going to play Truth and Drink. So we have a list of questions and a random question generator that we're going to use. Everyone will have to answer the question, and if you don't answer or if you're unsure of the question or haven't experienced it before, then you have to take a sip of your wine. All right, let's get started. So the first question is, what was the last thing you searched on your phone?
I don't know.
I gotta get my phone out for this.
Pull out my phone.
Oh, I can go first. So the last thing, I just searched it up a little while ago. I saw on Facebook of this game called Last Couple Standing. Supposedly, it asks juicy questions. I think it just brings out like secrets that usually couples don't reveal to each other.
So what, did you ask Tudor these questions?
Did you guys play this game?
No. I saw it on Facebook and I was like, ooh, maybe it's a game we should all play. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to look at the questions and see what
Yeah,
kind of juicy
I saw
questions
one
they
of
have?
them.
Can you share
I
with
think
us?
if I could find it. But I think one of them was, are you with me because I'm the best you can find, or are you with me because you're just settling?
Oh,
Settling for less.
better be the first part of that question.
Yeah.
So the last thing that I searched, I was looking at some online auctions.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I do kind of a little furniture flip on the side. And so I was just checking out what people have selling on the auctions. Yeah.
Do they have that within each county, or is it like private auctions?
They have a variety. I think they have some, like, I don't even know, to be honest, like different cities. Some of them are private estate auctions that they just auction things out from their house so you can bid on. And so I was just browsing through that. I usually just look through their furniture in the living room. I look at a couple in the bathroom. There's not a ton of the bathroom furniture. The dining, kitchen, and kind of their vintage section, because vintage is always, it's always in style. I think people are always looking for vintage stuff. I was just browsing that. Nothing too exciting. Nothing juicy.
Yeah. I don't have anything juicy either. The last thing I searched up was misant for banh mi sandwiches. Besides that, I just have a lot of stuff about designing on a curved surface.
So we were safe that round. None of us had to drink. Next question is, if you had to choose between going naked or having your thoughts appear in thought bubbles above your head for everyone to read, which would you choose?
I feel like I have my answer.
Go for it.
I think I would choose to go naked.
Oh, really? Dang, I want to know what's in your thoughts, huh?
Just because I feel like my thought, like, it's just so wild. It just runs wild sometimes. You know, like you're sitting there and then before you know, something random pops in your head. And sometimes it's like mean thoughts or inappropriate thoughts. I don't know.
Okay.
So I think I would rather keep that to myself and go naked. Because, I mean, there are nudist communities out there. So it's not, you know, super wild or super out there. Maybe I'll just go and live in a nudist community with them and I would fit right in.
I could do with having my thoughts appear in thought bubbles.
Really, Gao?
Yeah, I feel like, sure, I can be an open book. People can read about how I feel or what I want to say. Because sometimes it's hard to say those things. And if they can read it, great. Like, I don't have to say it out to you and tell you if I don't like you. So, yeah.
I like that. I would have to agree with Pa Houa on this one. I would rather go naked than have my thoughts appear in thought bubbles. Because, yeah, my mind
You got a dirty mind over
runs
there.
wild sometimes too.
Okay, so next question. Have you ever walked in on your parents doing it?
No.
No.
And I don't want to. And I don't plan on it.
Yeah. And I think growing up, my parents, they always kept their room closed, even if they weren't in there. So it's like none of us would really just go randomly into their room.
Yeah.
So I don't think I ever walked in on my parents doing it.
That would be awkward.
God.
I
It
feel.
would be
Ugh,
awkward.
cringe.
Do we have to drink on that one? Or no?
Let's drink. Why not?
Cheers. Cheers.
I do not like this wine.
Oh, yeah. By the way, this wine is not the best. But feel free to try it if you want to. Okay, next question is, what's the first thing you would do if you woke up one day as the opposite sex? Explore.
Yeah, I was like, touch my balls. What is this? Are they sweaty?
Oh my god. Yeah, I would explore too.
Okay, how does this work?
Right. How does it feel?
Did I ever tell you guys? I think when TK and I were dating, were intimate. I always thought boners they just go from 0 to 100 real quick. And I think I was like, is it like this? Like,
The bing.
yeah, I always thought that's how boners work.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't. So
It's gradual.
yeah.
Yeah. Next one. Do you cover your eyes during a scary part in a movie?
Sometimes I feel like if I'm really scared, then I will cover myself and just listen to it. Sometimes I do that peek between my fingers.
Yeah.
Or like over my pillow a little bit.
I used to like watching like scary movies, but I think after being with teacher, I became very scared or like a scaredy cat, so I can't make it through a scary movie anymore.
Really? Why is that? That's odd.
I don't know. I think it's because teacher's scared, and so you avoid it, and then or he's scared, so I avoid watching scary movies.
Oh, for his sake,
Yeah,
kind of.
And then I think it's just kind of rubbing on me.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I kind of get it because you are similar to the people you hang out with, you know, and if you're with teacher
24/7.
yeah,
Yeah.
then maybe he is rubbing off of you. If he's scared of scary movies, then you might be scared of scary movies too.
Yeah.
The association. Maybe a scary movie, you think of Tujer and Tujer is scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do. I cover my eyes.
Yeah, y'all know I do not like scary movies. I just try not to watch them to begin with. But if I do, my eyes are just closed 80% of the time.
Yeah.
And also the ear covering. I do that too. Like I'll close my eyes and then just like cover my ears.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just cover all my senses. What was the last scary movie you two watched?
I can't remember. I don't know. I think because there's a season 2 of The House on the one.
Netflix series?
Yeah, The House.
The Haunting on Hill.
Yeah.
House?
Yeah.
I know what?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's called The Blind Manor. Is that what it is? No.
No.
Oh, something.
Okay, what
That's
else?
not season 2, right? What was I
I
thinking?
don't know. Okay. So
But
what
the
else?
girl.
Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, the lady in the new series that came out.
Is it Ratchet?
No, it's something Manor or something like that. I don't know.
The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I tried watching that one, but I couldn't make
scary.
it through. jumpy and airy. And, yeah.
Ooh, I can't do that.
Jump scenes.
Yeah. And it's very creepy because the kids are creepy in there. So I just bail.
Did you watch the first season?
I did.
Was that one good?
That one was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that one. I was like, I couldn't even make it through it. It was so scary.
Yeah. Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just the trailer for the first season. I was like, oh my goodness.
I've not seen that. I don't think I want to.
The first one is scary.
The first season?
But I heard it was really good too, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't it on Netflix Top 10 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like my crime shows and all that stuff, but then it gives me nightmares if I watch too much of it. I can't remember what I last watched, but I remember having a nightmare recently because I was watching something. But who cares? I don't want to remember it.
Yeah, I feel like I would get nightmares. I forget. I was watching Criminal Minds.
Yeah. Criminal Minds
Such
give
a
me
great
nightmares.
show, but that like gives me nightmares. I don't know what it was, what episode it was, but I went to bed and then I had a dream where I was killing people in there. Like I was a murderer. I was slicing people's neck. Like it was wild. I was like,
That's scary.
I was so scared. I was chasing people. I was like an out of body experience
That's crazy.
in my dream where I was like killing people, and I was like, oh my gosh! I woke up and I was sweating. I was like, I know it's from watching Criminal Minds.
I remember this one time I was sick at home, and so I spent the whole day watching Criminal Minds, just binging it. And then that night I had a nightmare, and I remember just like being so traumatized from it. And then I decided to take a break from Criminal Minds after that. But like some dreams, like Pa Houa, I had a dream about like killing people or like people being killed, and they're pretty vivid too. And I remember this one time I had a dream that Va's brothers wanted to kill him. And I remember just crying in my dream, and I can feel myself crying too in my sleep. And I was making the sensation and all the noises. And then I woke up sometime after that. But dang, they're pretty intense.
And I just hate crying dreams in general. I feel like in some dreams where I cry so hard, I wake up and it's like I'm crying.
For real.
Yeah, in real life. Ugh. Oh, the scary movie I watch. It's The Call.
The Call?
Yeah, so Park Shin Hye.
I still haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I was pretty scared. I don't know, Gal. I don't know if you were scared.
I think it just gave me anxiety. I don't think I was
Oh, okay.
frightened by it.
Oh, dang. I was scared. I had to go grab some noodles downstairs in her basement. Not like the basement, but just chose the garage door. And then I had TK go with me to go get it.
How cute.
Okay, so for the next question, did your parents ever give you the birds and the bees talk?
That's referring to sex, right?
Sex.
I don't think so. I don't think my parents had talked to me about that before.
Yeah, I don't think my parents talked to me about it too.
I think my parents have just kind of like told us like not to do it before marriage. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think my parents really said anything to it. Like, I just remember being in the car with my mom. It was just about the bus. I think we went to the store and we were coming back, and she goes, in Hmong, she says, "Kapin na noon icha kapin nhỏ na." I'm like, and translating that to English, she said, if you keep hanging out with him, then you could get pregnant. That was what she
Just by
said.
hanging out with him, right?
Yeah, just by hanging out. And then I was like, okay, Mom, I know. But that was it. That was, I think, the only real conversation we had relating to the birds and the bees. And I don't even know if that really counts.
I feel like that's pretty common for
A lot of Hmong families.
yeah to say it like that.
I feel like a lot of Hmong families don't even talk about the birds and the bees.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
It's just don't get pregnant, or don't. They don't tell you how you're gonna get pregnant. Just don't get pregnant.
Yeah. And my mom always used the term, or she always say like, would you buy the cow if you got the milk for free? And so that has always just stayed with me.
What does that mean?
Like,
Are you the milk, or what's the milk? What's the cow?
Yeah.
I'm the cow, and The good stuff is the milk.
Oh,
Do you get it, Gao?
okay. I think I get it. Gao, do you get it?
No, I'm so lost.
These the goodies. If you give this to him, he's not gonna.
He's not gonna like, I guess,
marry you.
marry you. He's just
I
gonna
see.
take it all for free.
Take your body.
Does that make
That makes
sense now? Yeah, my mom has always used that on me, so that's
Did
always
she say Hmong?
no in English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I was gonna say, how would you say that Hmong? You want to try it?
Couple years to new year, take a to tell me, Buddha. I don't know, but yeah, I used to think when I was younger, I used to think that babies happen with just sleeping with the person, like side to
Next
side
to each other? Oh.
Yeah, when I was younger, obviously.
Yeah, I think I agree because I don't know how it happened. Like, I didn't know what sex was.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't either. Yeah.
And I think I've heard like, oh, just don't hold hands, or like just don't be close to a guy. You can get pregnant. Like what?
Now you too close.
Yeah, and that's where like the whole cooties come from too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember my first thought of what sex was, but I remember just being around older cousins and, you know, they would have their experiences. You don't really know, but, you know, they had boyfriends and stuff like that. And you just hear the conversations.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of how we grew up too.
Would you guys have liked the birds and the bees talk from your parents? Since none of us really got it, do you think it would have made a difference in, I don't know, your sex life, sex journey?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if they would be the best people to educate
That's true.
us about sex, you know?
What do you mean? They gave birth to it.
I don't know. Like maybe they can deliver the message in a negative way, you know?
Yeah, most of the time they use a scare tactic.
Yeah, they do.
And I would prefer
Like
it
a
be more
more-
educational.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
And I'm just gonna try to relate this to health class about sex ed, because I think some parents are like, don't teach my kid sex ed in
Oh,
school, and some
yeah.
parents are, you'll learn about it in school. It's like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think teachers should be teaching that in school, or should they not be talking about the birds and the bees?
I think it's okay if they do.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I don't remember having that kind of talk in health class.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe it did happen, but
Was it memorable?
no, I wasn't.
I remember having that conversation in 5th grade, and they separated us between boys and girls, and they gave us like a whole presentation with some goodies to bring home, like tampon and pads, and a little pamphlet with just like good information to know about yourself. But then I had my period before that conversation, so like when I had my period, I didn't know what my period was. So my parents didn't really tell us, but I wish they would have just like mentioned that as you're growing up, this is what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
And if the school decides they want to teach you more, then they can go ahead and do that. But I think it's just nicer when the introduction of it comes from
Your parents.
Yeah, I remember also having the period talk in 4th grade, I think, I want to say. And they also separate the guys and the girls. And like they didn't necessarily talk about how you can get pregnant when you start menstruating, but they just said that to be careful. And they also sent us some goodies in pamphlet. And I think, and I don't remember talking about it in middle school, but in high school, I remember in health class, they didn't necessarily talk about sex. They just talk about contraceptions.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
if you're gonna have sex, then make sure you're being safe, or just don't have sex at all.
Yeah,
You know.
abstinence.
Yeah, it's like either or.
Yeah, I think in high school, in 9th grade, I think that was the first time ever where like the teacher has talked about anything close to sex. And I remember this part where the teacher, he like grabbed a condom and he put it like his fist in the condom, And then
His whole fist.
yeah, his whole like arm in the condom. And he was like, "Do you guys see this? Ladies, if a guy said that they're too big, that's a lie. Make sure they put on a condom."
Oh my god.
Wow. That's kind of traumatizing too.
That is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I think it was funny though.
That's why you remember it.
Yeah.
I bet everyone was laughing, huh?
Yeah. I think that's the only part that I remember.
That's really funny. You know, I like that he said that.
Yeah.
If they say they're too big, it's a lie. That's funny.
Next question is, what is your worst habit?
I think my worst habit is after wearing my clothes and I change out of it, I just throw it around in the bedroom instead of
You're one of those people.
putting them away.
Do you have a clothing chair? We just put all your chair on
So
all your
right-
clothes on a chair.
Right now we have boxes in our room, so we have clothing boxes. Yeah, we're not quite all unpacked yet. So right now we have clothes all over the boxes, and especially because our laundry machines aren't here yet, so our clothes are everywhere. But hopefully our laundry machines will help us be more organized with our clothes.
It's okay. I do that too. Not
Oh,
a ton.
really?
Yeah. I in college for sure. At my desk, I'll just put my clothes on top of my chair. But now I just put some of them on our dresser. I've been doing better putting it in the laundry basket, but some clothes I still put on the dresser.
Yeah, I do that too. I prefer putting it on my dresser, like for my PJs. Like sometimes I wear them the next day, you know, and I'll just put them on the dresser because I already worn them. I don't want to put them back in the drawers. And I don't want to put it on the chair either because it looks kind of tacky because we sit on the chair every day too. But I remember when Van and I first got married, like his clothes would be all over and his towel too, and he'll have the clothes chair. And then I would tell him all the time, like, hey, your clothes don't belong here. Like, you can throw them in the basket because I know you're not going to wear them again. And so now he's got the hint that he's not supposed to do it. So I don't really see it on the chair anymore.
That's good. What about you guys? Your worst habits?
I think my worst habit right now is getting up in the morning and then getting my laptop and laying right back in bed. It's so bad because I just get way too comfortable and I just lay in bed on my laptop, flat on my back. And
Must be nice.
it is, but then like you just get really lazy. You don't even want to do your work. And sometimes it's just like sitting right next to you. But like I mentally try to tell myself that, okay, tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm gonna turn my laptop on and I'm gonna sit on that chair and do my work. But then because if I wakes up first, he usually gets on the computer and then he sits in the chair, plays his game and works at the same time too, or play games when he's waiting for his next call. But then we have 2 monitors, so I could easily use one and he can use the other. But we don't have a second chair, so I'm like, I'll just sit in the bed. It just comes back to that. Yeah, I still have to work on that habit.
And the bed is just so conveniently there too.
It is. It's just right next to the desk, and it's open. Like, no one else will take that away from me.
I think I would say my worst habit is putting my shoes away. I always just leave them on the doorway. I just leave a bunch of my shoes there. I still have a bunch of my summer shoes still out in their
really?
closet. Yeah, and it's January. So
that's
I
fine.
need to.
Yeah.
No, I usually just try to like put my summer and winter clothes, like alternate them, you know, like
Yeah.
put them away. And the same will go for my shoes. But my summer shoes are still out in the closet.
It's okay.
My winter boots are still in my closet. I have like those 3-drawer thingy in my closet. That's where I put my winter shoes in there. And then I'm supposed to flip them out with my summer shoes, and I still haven't done that yet.
It's okay. Soon you won't need to.
Yeah. No, see, that's the problem though. Because I think for my winter shoes, it took me forever to put them away so I could get my summer shoes out. And I just have way too many shoes to begin with anyways. I know TK gets annoyed by it.
It's
'Cause
okay.
I wear I don't know, a different shoe every day or something. So they're just like out on their doorway.
Every outfit has its own pair of shoes that goes with it.
That's right.
I feel like on that topic, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people leave their shoes right in the middle of the doorway. Because, you know, like, if there's a step before you come down from the door or go up the door, and then someone just has their shoes, like, right smack in the middle, I'm just kind of like, why? Why did you do that when people are going to go up and down that stairs or do that? Like, how are they going to... Are they going to move your shoes for you, or are they going to step on your shoe to get up to the door or go down to the garage? Or like when they open the door and then they take off their shoes and they just close the door. And then when you open the door next and their shoe's right there, and you're kind of like, what the heck? Like, why didn't they just move their shoe like, 2 inches that way so it's out of the way? That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. God does it pretty often.
It's always a small thing.
I know. I'm like, how come people are so considerate, so inconsiderate? To me, I'm like, ugh.
You're not the only one living here.
Yeah, really.
All right. When was the last time you lied?
I'm just going to drink for that one. That was today.
Oh.
I want to hear.
I want to know, was that work? Was it with TK? Was it with us?
I'm already drinking.
I want to know. Don't drink.
Maybe we'll get it out of you later.
Yeah.
A couple more shots.
When was the last time you lied?
I don't remember.
Me too. I'm a very truthful
Now
person.
you have to drink.
Cheers, Jessica.
Cheers.
I had high hopes for this wine.
Me too.
Okay, next question. When was the last time you cried? I think I already told you the last time I cried. I was at work
Today.
today.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You cried and lied today.
I know. Oh my gosh, I am not a good person.
At least we know one thing. The last time I cried was New Year's Day, that night before I went to bed. Or New Year's Eve going to New Year's Day that night. Because I was just so overwhelmed with having another COVID positive test, and then just like the fear of possibly having transmitted that to other people and not knowing who would be infected, and then what would happen to me and like everyone else that was also infected during that time. I think there was just a lot in my head. And then also the fact that I was starting the new year off like that, and that a lot of people who were COVID positive didn't make it into the new year. I think to me that was just very sad that I was lucky to be positive but still be able to welcome in the new year when a lot of people didn't get that experience. So to me, I was just kind of like, oh, this is just too much, just too many emotions going on at once that I just decided to just let it all out. Yeah.
But you're better now.
Yeah.
You're doing better. A lot better.
A lot better.
We're glad to have you back.
I know, thanks. It's
Nice to
been
you.
a tough couple of weeks, but healthy again.
You know what? I'm just going to drink for this one because I can't remember when was the last time I cried.
Okay.
Okay, next question. What's your biggest fear? I'm trying to think. I have so many different fears. I have
too.
like a serious fear where if I lost everyone, you know, like people dying. Like that's always a fear.
Yeah.
But there's also different kind of fears. Like I don't know, want to see a wild animal. I don't want to see a rat in my toilet.
But the first thing that popped in your head.
Oh, it's definitely the rat in the toilet. I think I've said this before. One of my like odd fear is seeing, like,
I think
a
so.
living creature in my toilet.
I thought it was a snake.
Yeah, a snake.
Yeah.
For sure. I think I saw somewhere in Florida where that happened.
That's creepy.
Yeah. So I'm just anything living in there.
Go ahead, go.
Oh, my current biggest fear is having a mouse appear whenever I'm at home.
I remember you telling us when you guys were moving from that your old place.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a rat in the bathroom.
Yeah, oh my god, ooh, cringe. I just remember going into the bathroom downstairs when we were moving out, and there were just a lot of stuff on the ground, like droppings and other miscellaneous stuff, and I didn't think much of it. And then when I was clearing out the cabinet underneath the sink, I heard this squeal, and then the rat was pinned under the bottom drawer, and it was so gross. And I didn't know, so then when I opened the drawer and I saw it, I just like pushed it back in. So then it was stuck, and I was like, oh no, I am not gonna open that drawer again, and I'm just gonna run out of here. And I remember just screaming my way out of the door. But then Ma and my brother-in-law were there as well, and they were just laughing at me. And then I was like, there's a big rat in there and it's stuck, and I'm not gonna get it, and I'm not going back in there. And so they went in and they were poking at it, but then I think it was still stuck when we left. So I have no idea what happened to it. I don't care, honestly, because I'd rather not see one. And then in our current house right now, there's just, I don't want to say a lot, but there are some in there in between the walls and in our
Current
storage
house?
room. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so we have mouse traps literally everywhere. But then my sister-in-law was telling me that one time she saw a mouse, and it ran down the hallway, but then it dodged the mouse pad. Yeah. So like, even though we have all these mouse pads in our house, like we haven't caught them on the mouse pads recently. And it's just so crazy because you'll see droppings and such, and sometimes we'll leave like little pieces of food on the trap, but then that still doesn't attract them. So I think they're getting pretty smart.
Survival of the fittest.
For real.
They're evolving.
No, and you can hear them in the walls and
my
like
God.
at night, like in the morning, when you're in the bathroom, like in the kitchen and stuff like that. They're just all over, and I don't know if it's a family or not, but it's so disgusting. This one morning this week, I was in the bathroom and I was doing my thing on the toilet, and then you can just hear the in the walls, like, because the sink is right next to the toilet. And I just heard it like in that area, and I was like, oh shit, is one gonna appear? And I was so paranoid the whole entire time. So that's my current fear right now. I just can't do it. I think I would scream and cry if I saw one that just ran across.
Do you, I was say, do you guys, I remember my grandma would say that if you talk about mouse traps in the house, they can understand you and they know about mouse traps. So don't talk about it when you set these traps out. Or you gotta call them something else. I forget what she called them.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of that?
I haven't heard, but that reminds me of my mother-in-law recently. She got some pho from these people, right? And then my sister-in-law was like, I'm gonna put it over here and up there so that or she said, I'm gonna put it over there and up here, so in the cabinet instead of like in a lower cabinet that we put some of our dry food in. And then my mother-in-law said, yeah, mucho chocolate tonight. And then we're like, what? Oh, go ahead, because she was saying like she didn't want to say them directly. So I feel like maybe she's saying it along the lines like that.
Yeah, because apparently they live in the house with us, like they know our language, they know our mother tongue. So you shouldn't be talking about them.
Well, I'm gonna talk to them about them, make sure they know I'm there so they don't come disturb me. Because sometimes, like, when I open the cabinets now, like, I go like bang bang and then I open it just in case it scares them away.
You give them a warning.
Hell yeah.
Girl, they don't give you a warning when they come out. Y'all need to get cats. Didn't I tell you guys a story about how Levy caught like two mice in their house, and then they just never appeared again? So they
Maybe
must
go
have
to borrow
scared
your
her.
cats.
I'll bring them over.
For me, Because of the snowstorms, I would probably say one of my fears or biggest fear would be just losing control while driving, because I have a pretty long commute to work too. So sometimes I'm paranoid. Like I make up scenarios in my head where my car will drive off the road or something like that. So I think that's been my fear lately since I have a longer commute to work.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I have those thoughts too when I drive.
What?
You know that?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I do, but nothing serious. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of snow. I gotta be careful, or I might go off the ramp, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm just scared that I might do like a 360 or something like that. Yeah.
That's reasonable. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the other day I was driving on 36 and I was exiting on 261. And like, you know, the speed difference, it goes from like 55 and you exit, it goes into like 25. And then I always think to myself during the winter time, like, what if it's icy? And then I don't slow down enough and I like slip on my turn.
Yeah, and that's scary. And then you like fall off the ramp.
Yeah, I pray that never happens.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it goes through my head.
Yeah, that goes through my head too. Because usually there's like this ramp where I always go onto, I don't even know what highways I take to go home. But then there's a ramp that goes up and it curves. And so usually like I'm like, okay, slow down. Because that part is just so you can't really see. So yeah, whenever I drive in the snow, I usually make mental notes like, okay, slow down. You know, yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Can I take that up another level? So
Sure.
TK, he's telling me that sometimes he drives and he'll get these wild thoughts, or like, what would happen if I just turn my car this way? Or like,
Dang.
he's just wild.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. He's like, what happened if I just speed up a little bit?
Oh
Like,
my god!
you are so crazy. Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Does TK like to drift with his car?
Yes. I don't even know where to begin with that. When it snows, he's like, I'm going to go drifting. Or sometimes when we are both in the car and then he'll turn the corner a little too rough and the car would like slip and slide in the road. I'm like, dude, you need to stop. You're scaring me.
For real.
But he still does it. And so I'm like, you know what? We're taking my car so I can drive. I don't trust him.
There's a guy that I used to talk to, and he had like a manual car, and I was sitting in the passenger seat, and we went somewhere, and he wanted, you know, that parking lot and that Aldrich Arena parking lot. So he was like, I'm gonna go drifting, and I was like, okay. And then so he went into the parking lot and he started drifting, vroom vroom vroom, and I'm like, okay, like, is this supposed to be cool or something?
You weren't turned on by it?
No, I was like, this is dangerous. Take me home.
Yes, I don't know why guys think it's cool or
I don't know.
into it.
For real.
I don't
It's
like it.
scary.
When they don't consider you as a second passenger in the car. Sometimes when Mad does something reckless, I'm like, dude, did you forget that I'm also in the car with you too?
Does my life not matter?
For real.
All right. What's your biggest fantasy?
50 Shades of Grey. I'm just
I've
kidding.
never seen that.
Really?
Or read
You
it.
haven't?
Yeah.
I haven't read it, but
I haven't read
I
it
watch
too.
all the movies.
Oh, really?
You miss it out, girl.
Oh.
They're awful.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, you like them, Jessica?
I just thought they're pretty,
Pretty hot.
yeah.
Steamy.
I thought they were awful. They were so funny.
Is the storyline
Really?
any good though?
No.
Or just
No, the storyline's probably not good, but
the scenes? And
Yeah.
The
I think the scenes are pretty hot.
I thought they were pretty cringy. I thought the whole
really?
movie, the whole series was just cringy.
Well, I need to watch it again.
and then I won't watch it.
I heard the books were great. I think you should read the book.
Yeah, maybe I like the books.
Did you read the book?
I didn't read the book, but I heard that a lot of people like the book.
Yeah.
Usually the book is better.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a thirsty girl. That's probably why I like the movie.
I'm a drink to this question.
Your biggest fantasy.
We can just all drink.
Okay.
50 Shades of Grey was a joke.
Are you sure? Or maybe you're just thirsty too.
Do you have any fetishes? Drink again.
I don't think I do.
I don't know. I guess that's another 50 Shades of Grey answer. We can just all cheers to that.
Cheers.
Okay, next question. What's something you're glad your mom doesn't know about you? I don't know.
How crazy I get when I'm tipsy. Hi, Mom.
You sure she doesn't want to be your friend during this time?
No, I think my mom would be ashamed.
I feel like my mom knows I get pretty crazy when I drink. I feel like I've told you guys this story.
Oh yeah, I think you told
Yeah.
us one.
But I mean, I don't get that crazy anymore.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I'm glad she doesn't know that. Ooh, put myself on blast. In college, I went to the bar and the club a lot. I mean, I would jokingly tell her, oh, Mom, like when I go home from the weekend, she'd be like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm going to go to the bar tomorrow. And like I would jokingly say to her, I don't know if she took me seriously or not, but she's like, "Someone plua." She'll always just say that to me. I don't think she knows that I was being dead serious.
There's two things I think of right away. I'm glad she doesn't know how much I drink. I mean, recently we've been bringing wine and some coolers over just because my sisters and them have been requesting for it. And she drinks wine here and there with us too. And then the second thing is when I lost my virginity or like, you know, having sex, that stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad she doesn't know anything about that. And let's keep it at that.
Do you guys drink with your mom? Like, does your mom drink? I know Gao said your mom drinks. Jessica, does your mom drink?
My mom doesn't drink much, but I think she does just to kind of try it out. Last weekend when she came over, I gave her some of the rosado wine. Mm-hmm.
She was about to call you out again.
I don't think she would drink it like how we drink it, but I think she would drink just to like try out stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think she also like Seagrams. I think she'll like, yeah, I think Seagrams. She'll like Seagrams because I brought Seagrams or was it Mike's over to my parents' house and they liked it and they were trying to buy it but they couldn't find it. So
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
cute.
I feel like Seagram is pretty popular. You can find it at
Yeah.
most liquor
Yeah.
stores.
I remember I gave my mom some Seagrams. She was like, huh? Kali juice too. Yeah, my mom is hard. She drink liquor with no chaser.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's crazy.
Dang, that's where you got it from, huh?
Heck no, I need a chase.
Next question is, have you ever accidentally hit something with your car?
The other week, I think it was the morning after trash day. Mm-hmm. Or, no, it was trash day and teacher had taken the trash cans out to the end of the driveway. And I was in a rush to go to work, and so I was bagging up, and I don't know why he put the trash cans like in the middle of the driveway, so I backed up into one of the trash cans.
Did it fall over?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this dude. And then, so, I don't know, I just drove forward and backed up. So I didn't hit the trash can. I got out and... No, actually, I hit the trash can. I got out, moved the trash can, and I backed up.
Did you have to pick up whatever was in there?
No, there wasn't too much. We don't usually have that much trash. So,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, there wasn't anything to pick up, but I don't know why he had to put the trash cans in the middle of the driveway.
Yeah, I'd be mad if you can't do that too, and I gotta go to work in the morning. Come on.
All right.
That's so funny because that happened when we were driving here today.
Yeah.
Because we had our trash day yesterday, but I don't think the recycling came. So we still had our recycling bins out. And we have 3 recycling bins. So then they were all lined up on the end of the driveway. And they are spaced apart because for some reason, like they don't pick up if they're not like a certain distance away from each other. So I don't know what Bob thought, but he backed out and then bam, it hit and then he knocked it over. And so he had to go out and pick it up. I was like, yep, you go ahead and do that. I'll sit here. But for me, I remember back when I had my first car, it was a 1997 Honda Accord, and it was given to us by one of our uncles. And it was already falling apart, and we had... what are those wires called? The one where you loop it in that little hole and it locks.
Wait, where do you put these wires?
I don't know. You just to hold things together.
The bungee cord?
Yeah.
No, it's like those.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Isn't it like when criminal minds again when kidnappers they tie your hands together, right? Yeah, zip ties.
Zip ties.
Right?
Yeah. So it was like the front bumper was held together by zip ties.
Oh, really?
But I remember I used to park at the Maplewood Park and Ride, and then take the express bus from there all the way to school at the U of M.
You used to ride the bus to school, really?
Yeah, for 1 year. For my sophomore year, I did that.
I didn't know that.
And so that bus schedule, it runs like 1 or 2 times in the morning. No, 2 or 3 times in the morning, and then like 2 or 3 times in the evening too. You just have to make sure your schedule fits with it, or else if you miss it, then you basically have to find your own way home. But I remember when I was backing up, and I turned too soon that I scratched the other car. But when I went out, I hit the other car, but I didn't scratch it. So there were no like damages on the car, but then on the ground there was like piles of, not like piles, but like scatter of pieces from my car, and then and then my front bumper was like hanging off.
Oh my gosh.
Shit, I did that. And then I was like, wait, do I tell the person? Do I leave a note? I was like, okay, nothing happened to the car. They're just pile of stuff from my car, so I'm just gonna park somewhere else.
Hit and ran. Oh, I guess with the car with no people in there.
Yeah, and there were no scratches. So I was like, I'm just gonna back up and park somewhere else. And I looked around, there was no one around, so hopefully no one saw.
That's why I would never imagine you to do that.
I know.
Oh, really?
That's funny. I think for me, I think I've told you guys, I hit one car in the back before, the bumper. I think it was just like a gentle hit. I think I remember going home from school, and this was when TK and I were in our 5-bedroom apartment. I think we were going up the bridge, and I like turned to the side to look at something, and then I turned back to look at the front, and then they were stopped. And then I like hit brake, was a little too late, and then they hit a car. And their car was fine, my car was fine. So that wasn't like a serious hit. I know one time, this is when I had my first car. It was a Honda Accord as well, but it was a 2001 Honda Accord. And so I remember I was backing up into a parking lot. It was like a tiny parking lot. And then I didn't see there was a fire hydrant behind my car. This is before I had my backup cam. Oh my gosh. And then I backed up and I was like, oh, do. And then boom. I like hit the fire hydrant. I was like, oh crap.
Oh my gosh. Did it leave a dent?
No, thankfully it didn't. I think it was just like a light bump. I felt like so much more serious than that. And so I got out and I checked and I was like, oh my gosh, thankfully my car is fine.
Did you park there?
No, I didn't park there. I just left. And I think another time when I hit something was...
I don't think you're even supposed to park there. Because
I
the
know,
fire
but a
hydrant.
fire hydrant.
But I was just backing up to leave the parking lot.
Oh.
So I think I just backed up too far because I was still a new driver. Because I told you I didn't get my driver's license till I was in college. I think the other time I really hit anything was when I was with my cousin. We were going to go to the bar. Sorry, Mom.
Oh.
And we were drunk, and then I was trying to parallel park.
Oh my gosh.
This is by my house, and then I like hit the the telephone line, the telephone pole.
Oh
I
my
got a dent in my car.
God.
Is it a big dent?
It wasn't like super big, but it was noticeable.
Oh my gosh.
Your car right now or your old car?
No, my Honda Accord.
Oh.
Oh,
I was like,
that's
so
like something that would
stupid.
happen in movies.
Yeah, it's just so stupid. I was drunk. It's like parallel parked my car.
That is funny.
So stupid.
If you guys ever see us at the bar with just the three of us, Pa Houa's the driver. She's the pro.
Oh yeah, she knows how to get to downtown pretty quickly. And
Yeah,
easily.
she does.
And knows where to park to the closest hotspots too.
Dang, I can't wait till the bar is open again so we can go.
I kind
Have
of miss
fun.
it.
Yeah. I also remember this one time when I first got my license, or maybe I still just had my permit, but it was back at our old house in White Bear Lake, and my dad's truck was parked in the driveway, and my mom's car was parked in the garage. And so my dad's truck was on the left, and my mom's car was backing up from the right side. And I was driving it, backing up with my mom in there, and then again, I turned too soon, and so I scraped the side of my dad's truck and left a big bump in there, and then my mom's bumper fell off. And it was just like the worst thing ever. My parents were so mad at me, and they had to, of course, get it fixed, and I had to go through insurance because it was just like, really costly, and it was just really bad damages. And that was when I was traumatized about driving for a little bit. So now I try to be a better driver. But I'm glad I don't have any more of those stories.
Those turns and those bumpers.
Because you now have a backup cam.
Heck yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's
Thank
just a
goodness.
lifesaver.
I love
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, and there are some cars now that have sensors at the different points of your car, and I wish my car had that. I wish it would
Same.
tell me if I was going too close to the curb, or if I was turning too close to another car.
Yeah, definitely that curb one. I think I scratched my rims way too many times. I think when I first got my car too, I think I was parking it at my parents' house. And then
Everything happens to your parents' house.
Yes. And I like scratched the rim right next to the curb because I was like, I gotta make sure I park close to the curb so I'm not too far from it. But it's so hard to tell
It is.
with just using your mirrors.
Uh-huh.
And so
It's
I
true.
have scratched them so many times.
Yeah, I'm so impressed by people who drive trucks without
Oh,
a
yeah.
backup mirror, and they just keep backing up, and I'm like, how are you doing that? Like, I would have stopped by now, but they're still inching their way. I'm like, oh gosh, that gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah, even thinking back, and I'm like, how did I even pass my driver's test without a backup cam?
For my driver test, I didn't even succeed at my parallel park. I did my 90-degree correctly, but then for my parallel parking, I was so scared of hitting the cone, so I kept going in and out. And then the person administering the test was just like, you know what, just go. Yeah, so then we did the rest of the exam. But I was so scared. Like, when I first started the test, my leg was shaking, like, up and down on the gas pedal. Yeah, my knee was going like this. And then I was going very I was going very slow, too. And then the test administrator was like, you can go a little bit faster. And I was like, I was so nervous. But I passed. First time. And
Yay.
everything. So I'm like,
Job.
I have to do that again.
That's so funny. Did you pass the first time you took it, Jessica?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you, Paul?
I did too. I feel like girls are just more likely to pass the first time. I think teacher had to retake it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about teacher. Yeah,
We'll
but
ask them
I did
later.
once and I passed. I didn't have to retake it.
Okay, so for this next part of the podcast, we are going to use this app online to generate some truth or drink questions. So this first one says, what is the most embarrassing nickname you have ever had? Do you guys have one?
Why are you looking at me?
You're just looking at
I think Jessica has one.
Or do you want to drink to that?
I don't think it's that embarrassing.
Tell us.
Well, you know how like in your family there's always nicknames. So
Oh yeah.
So you know my name is Jessica, and so my parents will always call me Sita or Ta. Yeah.
That's cute. What does that mean?
I don't know. I think they just kind of shortened my name, but yeah.
Do they still call you that now?
They call me C, or sometimes. But my grandma,
Jessica.
yeah,
Just to see.
my grandma would always call me C, or yeah, she'll always call me C. But
I should say like see. You should say it twice.
yeah, like that. Oh, I miss
That's
her.
cute.
But I think that's it. Yeah. What? Okay, so I have a funny story to tell. Cause like you know how my family or my parents would call me Sita, and so like when I was younger, well, my biological parents like they split up, so we were staying with my mom, and then she had us go to a daycare after school. So there was a grandma there, and she asked us what our name was, and I didn't want to say Jessica, you know. So I told her Gulumbeya Sita, and she's like, "Huh, Achi? Sita?" I was like, "Sita," and then she was like, "Huh, Kita?"
So cute.
But yeah,
That's funny.
How old were you then?
I think I was like elementary school.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I don't
adorable.
remember.
Yeah. Grandmas, I tell you.
I know they gotta, I don't know, pronounce it the wrong way just to make fun of you. But yeah, that's probably an embarrassing nickname.
My nickname when I was growing up, back when we were kids and all my cousins and us, it was Na. Like me, a Na.
Oh my God.
And I think it was just because like that name or nickname was given to kids who didn't pronounce words correctly. You know, because
I didn't know that. That's funny.
well, that's what I remember, and so that's when I think of that nickname. I think of that. But that was my nickname for a while. I don't remember when it stopped, but I just remember in my childhood just being called that by my cousins.
Were you not able to pronounce words correctly, or why did they give
I
you
feel
that
like I
nickname?
was fine, but maybe I wasn't just as fluent in Hmong like my other cousins. I remember my grandparents would laugh at us when we were trying to talk to them in Hmong. I remember they were like laughing at us because they asked us like, "What time is it?" And we said something, and they're like, that's not how you say it."
Your grandparents did that?
Yeah, I remember my grandpa did that. And I was just kind of like, oh, well, you can just tell me how to say it.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at me. So, yeah.
I don't think I had any funny nicknames because my name is just Pa Houa. And everything they just call me Houa. But I had a brother called Houa. So like Houa, the Houa. Like,
Oh, your brother's name is that?
yeah, his well, he has his has multiple names. Like his legal name is Ping Su, but we also call him Hoa, and they're both in Hmong. But like his home name, that's what we call him, Hoa, and then they call me Hoa, and so it's like Hoa the Hoa, and it's like sometimes we'll get confused. And like even in my family, like my sister's name is Gyo, like this is the OUA, and then my brother's name is, his legal name is Kong, but at home we call him Mo, so it's like Mo Pa Houa, Gyo the Hoa. And then my middle brother is just Saint, Pink Saint. So he's like the odd one out. And so I just remember growing up when they call one of our names. It's like, huh, which one? Who do they call? Hola, Jola, Pahone.
That's funny.
I don't think I have any other nicknames other than that.
Did you guys ever had nicknames in middle school with your friends or with your cousins? I remember there was a time when flower names were very popular, like giving each other flower names. You guys?
I don't think we
Did you
did
guys
that.
do that?
They don't-
We did that.
Oh, I remember doing that with my cousins.
What was your flower name, Gao?
Snowdrop or something like that? But I don't remember what the other cousins' flower names were. But I remember us just using that name for a while. And like when we wrote to each other, we'll use our flower name.
That's cute.
That is cute.
Now when I think about it, it's like, ooh,
cringy.
that's a little embarrassing. Okay, next question says, would you ever want to join the Mile High Club?
What is that club again? I feel like we've had this discussion.
That's when you have sex on the airplane.
Oh.
Oh.
With anyone or what?
My husband?
Yeah, just with anyone. Like when you go to the bathroom together and you have sex.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't want to because the bathrooms are really narrow. And when I go in there, I'm just like,
Yeah.
So they just,
Yeah. So germy.
and then
It's so tight. Like how does
you
anything
even
even
do
happen,
that?
happen in there?
yeah,
Does it even fit two people in
Yeah.
there?
so yeah,
Well, you know, when people are horny, they make it happen.
that's true.
Not saying that I did, but I would never do it too.
Yeah, no, I think I already get motion sickness being on the plane sometimes. I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, and I try not to use the bathroom.
Me too.
Like, I feel like it's just inconvenient to go or having
Yeah.
to wait for the bathroom, or if I'm the middle person or the window seat person and having
Yeah.
to cross over if it's a stranger.
Anyone who's
agree.
done that before, let us know. Is it worth it?
Is it thrilling?
Okay, this final question says, what is the most daring thing you've done in public? For me, I would say just being drunk in public. It's just an embarrassment, especially like after we did pontoon and we were all just so like buzzed.
We were
and
so
drunk.
crazy that day.
It was such a good day, though.
It was
It
so
was.
much fun, but I remember just like being so scared when we were pulling up to return the pontoon.
Okay,
And
act
we're like,
straight.
Yes, everyone.
Yeah, and then like just getting ourselves collected at the end there, and then helping our friend collect herself too, and getting her ready. I felt like, whew, my heart was racing. Like, are we gonna make it in time and get her ready and us ready, and then get her to the car without like anyone staring at us? But I like. Everyone was staring at us.
I know, everyone.
I know, because I remember getting there and people were just like staring or like
I feel like some
asking
people were
questions.
laughing too.
I mean, it was so fun, but I think just like being that intoxicated at that time, I was like, oh my
Guess who
god.
drove?
I nervous. I was nervous. I was driving us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a difference from being drunk in the daytime versus in public versus being drunk at night.
Yeah.
At the nighttime, because I feel like I'm way more conscious during the day because I know people can see me.
Yeah.
See how
Yeah.
stupid I look. Whereas at night they might not see me as well.
Yeah. And at nighttime, when you're drunk, you're usually drunk in that place where most people would be drunk too. But when we were there at the pontoon, people were just having brunch and we were just drunk.
Yeah. But that whole 4 hours happened too fast though.
Yeah, I don't even remember too much
I know.
about it.
It was so much fun.
I remember Pa Houa driving the pontoon at one time. And then I remember
crazy.
Pa Houa,
yeah.
I don't know why, but she pulled her shirt all the way out and I saw her nipple.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I think I was trying to stuff stuff in my.
Why would you even do that?
Because I couldn't. No, because I remember. Because I was trying to find my keys and my wallet to put it in there. Because we had to drive my car.
No, we were in the pontoon.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're in the pontoon. We were
She
sitting in
thought
the
something
back.
fell in there.
I don't know, but she was looking at her shirt, but she had to pull like 12 inches out. I was like, damn, girl, who's he trying to show?
I don't remember that. I only remember just stuffing my chest with all of my car stuff so I could drive us. Why are you looking anyway, Jessica?
Why are you pulling it 12 inches out?
I've never heard that story. Jessica.
No, I told you guys.
No.
No, I don't think so.
You didn't, unless you told us when we
really?
were drunk.
I think I told you guys when you guys are probably drunk. I told you for sure, and you were laughing. No,
Sure.
no, you pulled it down. I was like, girl, I see your nipple.
Look at you right now, so you just told the end out.
I was like, girl, I can see your nipple. And then we laughed. You're probably too drunk.
I swear, when you said that, I was putting stuff in my boots.
No, I don't think you were though.
I put my wallet in there, and my phone, and my.
Oh well, we were all drunk that time, so
Too funny.
it's all blur.
We're that intimate. We see. Stop Pa Houa.
Sorry, Mom. Oh gosh.
All right, guys. Well,
Wait, did you guys answer that though?
I was ready for the outro.
what was the question? Daring or embarrassing?
What is the most daring thing you've done in public? It can be embarrassing too.
Jessica.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's daring for me though.
She said
That
could
was
be embarrassing too.
Oh, I was gonna say pageant. What?
Oh, that's something
Pat-
about the embarrassing. I was like, why is that embarrassing? But daring, yes.
Yeah.
And did you win, Jessica?
Did I win for Gao?
Did you, Jessica?
To be
No, to be continued.
For everyone, you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just look up Minnesota Mo New Year 2016.
don't do it.
It's Miss Gosha Pa Show. We whispering. It's an,
Hint, hint, hint.
it's an ASMR podcast now.
How about you, Pa Houa?
Wait, what was the question? The most daring thing I've done?
In public.
Oh, in public?
Is it in public?
Mm-hmm.
In public.
Unless you want to share in private.
Showing your nipple.
Right, showing my nipple unconsciously. Because we were all there. All our hobbies and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember seeing it, so.
Thank you for not looking.
No, I think we were talking. I think we were all talking, and then all of a sudden you
splashed?
pulled it out, and I was like, okay. Chocolate chip. But yeah.
All right, well, there you have it. That's my most daring moment in public.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We hope you guys enjoyed this podcast as we answered all these truth or drink questions.
You can connect with us on our social media and find us on Spotify, Google Play, and iTunes.
While you're at it, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and follow us. Talk to you all soon.
Bye.